So I am back from my 10-day silent meditation Vipassana course. Unfortunately, I only made it to day 7. I did post about why, but in this video, I thought I would talk about what I learned from my experience and ultimately answer the question of Vipassana of Vipassana. You know, I thought about that one about 10 minutes into the course and definitely sounded better in my head, definitely. A bit about the Vipassana program for those who don't know. It is a 4:30 a.m. start, 9 p.m. finish, and you meditate during the day, pretty much all day in a group hall. There is breakfast, lunch. You get 1 hour breaks for both of those. But apart from that, there's no dinner and not much else to do. You do not talk, you do not exercise, you do not read, you do not write. The only source of entertainment is a 2-hour video at the end of each night, which talks about the Vipassana technique and also some Buddhist philosophy. This is a standard program that is run in Vipassana centers all across the world. Did I mention there is no dinner? I went into this familiar with some meditation and Buddhism. My practice mostly consisted of 10 minutes in the morning and night, and where I would meditate, it would be 10 minutes listening to sound bowls or guided meditations, or even just repeating a mantra to myself. So doing the silent thing was really tough. I mean, there were states where I did fall into a deeper state of mind, or I was asleep. But where I would hit these states, they definitely wouldn't last long. With the pain of having to hold my posture for so long and the lack of other engagement in activities and stimulation, I just found myself becoming bored, agitated, and I also have ADD, so that was an extra challenge altogether. It started to feel less like a retreat of sorts and more like an intensive training camp, especially when you get a knock on your door at 4:30 a.m. in the morning if you're not awake yet, and also having someone follow you to the toilet if you take a break during class. I mean, the last time I took a poop with someone standing at the door, I think I was like 2. I can't work in these conditions. I also got in trouble for humming a song under my breath. The physical pain and the mental agitation, it was all expected, and we were encouraged to observe it and distance ourselves from it. I understand this, but the whole idea of pushing through suffering to get to some sort of peaceful state of mind or enlightenment, it just didn't sit well with me. From all of this, I think what I really did learn was how important and effective my own techniques for achieving a peace of mind are. For me, they include getting out in nature, working out, lifting weights, yoga, talking to my friends, having deep chats, but also sharing memes, reading and writing and journaling. And these were all things that I couldn't do there. I mean, I do meditate at home, as I said, but it would never be for the times and extents that we were doing there. Being away from all stimuli also showed me what's detrimental to my peace of mind, which definitely includes technology, he says as he's making a social media video. Taking everything away stripped me back to an empty state of mind where I had the opportunity to see in contrast how much I think about the past and future and how I automatically react to different inputs in my life and how much I just narrate my experience. There was this one beautiful moment where I was just on an oval sitting on a tree stump and a bird landed near me. It didn't see me and it started just chirping around me, bouncing around, and when I looked at it, I felt like I was really seeing it and nothing else. I was paying attention to its feathers, the colors of it, the sounds it was making. It was a really beautiful experience that I felt really present in. It's definitely not sustainable to do 10 hours of meditation a day unless you are a monk, but I think the program lays down some solid habits for you and really shows you how important having that kind of practice is. I definitely won't be getting up at 4:30 a.m. to meditate, but it's definitely going to be something I do more from here on. And also I am going to take time to reduce my technology use and also check in with myself at times to make sure I am present. Personally, I know I would have benefited more from a program that was more engaging, had more movement, some yoga, and open dialogue back and forth, and also just focused on how we could take things we're learning and integrate them back into our normal life back at home. And being able to poop when you want would kind of be good too. I don't feel like I particularly worked through anything because we weren't there to observe our emotions or work with them. We were there to observe them and create distance from them. Having space from how we think and feel is definitely useful at times, but I feel that the ups and downs of human emotions is all part of life, and we can definitely learn a lot by really getting into how we feel and exploring that. Otherwise, we're just stoic and repressive. Also, desires and cravings are completely natural. There was this one part about 5 days in where my back was killing me for sitting for so long, and I went up to the teacher, bowed in front of him and said, "May I have a chair?" He looked at me and said, "You're stuck in samsara, cycle of craving." I looked up at him and said, "You mean chesara?" Yeah, he didn't find it funny. No love from that guy. So, end verdict, Vipassana, yeah or nah? Vipassana maybe. Results definitely vary. I know people that got a lot from it and have returned. Personally, I won't. As I said, it did show me some unique insights into how the mind works, and it's probably kickstarted me back into my meditation habit. If you're interested in Buddhism, meditation, or just trying anything once, give it a go. It's a very unique experience that you won't get anywhere else. Unless you get locked in solitary confinement, but the food is definitely better at the centers. If you have any questions about my experience or your own experience doing Vipassana, let me know. Or if you just have your own techniques for how you achieve a state of mind, I'd love to know. Till then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a video about the next weird thing that I do. See ya.